String Tavern, episode 70, and it is going to be a treat for you guys. So I was in here a couple weeks ago with Rick, Leigh. Thank you for coming in again, buddy.
It's been a pleasure.
We had a great episode together, wholesome, positive, and then I went off to do my most notorious, the most talked about episode I've ever had. And all it was a plan to get more eyes on this one. Because we're going to have some fun on this episode. I'm along for the ride just as much as our viewers are. I cannot wait to see what goes down in the studio. Thank you guys for coming in. Mon Valley Wrestling.
Mon Valley Pro Wrestling.
Mon Valley Pro Wrestling. And we have the commissioner with us as well.
Yes.
Hello.
The commish. Thank you for coming in, sir.
Absolutely.
So, you guys psyched about this event coming up?
Oh, yeah. We're real excited. Like, Mon Valley's big on the community, big with working with the youth. And so when we collaborated last year, we did some amazing things in this community and gave the youth some action that they seen that they'll never forget.
Yeah.
So them watching these pro wrestlers wrestle is a great thing, and Mon Valley's always up to doing something great for the community.
Yeah, and like I said before we started filming, I'm so used to talking to like professional musicians, athletes and stuff, and we're always talking about the production, like the behind the scenes stuff. To actually see like the magic at work, I'm so pumped for this. I'm so pumped for this one. So, tell us a little bit about your league. I know there's some rivalries going on. I know there's the Black Sheep team that you were mentioning to me earlier.
Yes. So if you followed old wrestling, how the WCW had the NWO.
Yeah.
Well, Mon Valley has Black Sheep Society, and I'll let the commissioner explain.
So yeah, we have a group of individuals, we'll call them on our roster, that don't like to necessarily play by the rules, that really take their Black Sheep Society name to the extreme. So at our most recent event on May 17th, I had to put a team together of MVP wrestlers to go up against the Black Sheep, because the Black Sheep Society had all of the championship belts and we're making waves with them. So we put a team together, and fortunately, Team MVP was able to be successful and win all the titles away from the Black Sheep. So they're not very happy about that, and they're looking for revenge. So it'll be fun on the 12th, as we'll probably have round two with some of that.
Nice, a good revenge story. And so how many titles are in the league?
We have the MVP Masters Championship, we have our MVP Tag Team Championships, and we have the MVP Monsters Championship, which is a championship that's always defended in a multi-man match. Three or four competitors at a time.
And what is your style of wrestling? What can we see from like the commissioner when you're in the ring?
Well, the commissioner tries not to get in the ring very often, but occasionally we have to.
You get pushed too.
I'm probably what you would classify like a brawler. I'm more of a street guy and just kind of get in there. And yeah, it's not going to be very technical. It's like it's usually two big guys just beating each other up.
Yeah. And so how many guys are going to be wrestling at this event coming up next month?
I believe we're planned for 6 matches.
6 matches?
So probably have some tag teams. So you're looking at, 12 to 15 different competitors.
That's awesome.
Somewhere in that range.
That's awesome.
And the amazing thing about it is our youth of the Valley has been following these guys. So they have a fan base with our youth. So our youth knows their characters, know Black Sheep. They're in, when they come out, they go crazy. They go nuts. So they'll be pumped for this show on the 12th.
And what is it like in this kind of league, managing and maintaining these guys? Trying to get everybody on schedule, trying to get matches set up. What's it like from a production standpoint?
It can be hectic. We're a family at MVP, but like most families, there's a little bit of dysfunction. So, and it's like trying to organize herding chickens sometimes. Right. Best way to describe it.
And how many times usually say like when you're trying to get set up, is there heads butting behind the scenes between these rival teams?
More often than we would probably care to admit.
Save it for the stage type. Save it for the ring type situation.
Again, it's like any family.
Yeah.
You have your moments where you're going to kind of argue and butt heads. At the end of the day, we try to stay family, but at the same time, anybody who has a family knows sometimes that's not easy.
Who is your go-to tag team if you had to pick out of this league?
The go-to tag team would be our current tag team champions, the Heavy Metal Pirates.
Heavy Metal Pirates.
Yes.
Okay.
Very cool.
Nice. And do you consume a lot of like the WWE nowadays? Do you watch any of that, or you
Personally, I do not.
do not? Okay.
I grew up watching that though, so as
Yeah.
I've told a lot of the guys, I was watching WWE before there was any WrestleMania, let alone
Okay.
whatever the most recent
Right,
one was.
right.
So, I've watched it for a long time growing up. Just recently,
Yeah.
actually been more involved with MVP than watching.
That's
any
good.
Of the
Yeah,
other
your own
ones.
brand. That's cool. I remembered watching it like during the Degeneration X days. I remember
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
there was a good there was a WWE like anthology DVD collection. It would take you through like the top 4 moments of each year from the start. So you got to see like Bret the Hitman Hart start out
yeah.
his career, and it goes off to basically like the time during where you would have like Edge and is it Carlita or somebody on a bed in the middle of the ring. Like they just took it to the extreme.
Oh yeah. Now my favorite is the old school Hulk Hogan.
Okay, yeah.
King Kong Bundy.
They call it
Andre
the Attitude Era. Is that what they call it?
that-
Yeah.
that's my favorite era
Yeah.
of wrestling.
Do you, like the wrestling, the nationwide, like WWE, is it? I know their numbers are down watching it. Do you think it's just because you don't have like those characters anymore? Like, what's the difference for you? Like,
I think
consuming it earlier.
a lot of it is, yes, it's the characters
Uh-huh.
and the stories that they would tell.
yeah,
Like for us, obviously, it's Team MVP versus the Black Sheep, and that's what the fans have really gotten into the last several months, is that dynamic
Yeah.
of what are the Black Sheep going to do? How is the commissioner going to handle this? Who's going to be able to stop them? Kind of that, for lack of a better way of putting it, that good versus evil
Yeah.
aspect.
Yeah.
And that's always been, even watching it back in the day, that was always the good thing. You had the bad guy. You had the Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov
Right.
versus Hulk
yeah.
Hogan. And
Probably a lot of
and how-
characters you can't get away with now.
Yes,
Nowadays.
yes,
You know what I mean?
yeah, all the things that we really shouldn't.
Right,
They probably
yeah.
shouldn't have done then. But
right. And is there anybody that is like a fan favorite? You would say of your wrestlers?
yeah, we have a couple fan favorites. Especially, the Heavy Metal Pirates are fan favorites, but especially Captain Curly John.
Captain Curly John.
Yes,
Okay.
he is definitely one of the
Yeah,
fan
he's
favorites. I
pretty
know.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Rick the kids love him.
Yes.
Different places we go, it just depends.
Yeah.
There are places we go that the Black Sheep are big fan favorites.
Okay.
So it just depends on the crowd, where we're at.
And how big is your circle that you guys travel and do this?
We cover most of the tri-state area.
Okay.
Our home base is in Charleroi, Pennsylvania. We've obviously come out here
Yeah.
to do shows. We've been in Cadiz, Ohio. We've done some things in Tennessee,
Okay,
Missouri.
cool.
So, but I mean, the majority of our work is going to be in Western PA, West Virginia,
Okay.
Ohio, like this kind of little tri-state
Right.
area.
That's good. I cannot wait for it. It's downstairs too.
Yeah, it's in Rick Diamond's underground studio.
Yes.
So that's the wrestling studio underneath you.
Yeah, I when we were hooking up the Comcast, I went downstairs to the Comcast guy. We're trying to find a line in, and I turned the corner, turned my phone's flashlight. I'm like, holy! I was like, what is this? And he recently put pictures on his Facebook of it like lit up and the production
Oh,
going.
yeah.
That was the first time I saw it with the TVs going on and all the lights and production. Looked pretty sweet.
It's pretty cool. It's the underground studio, so you get that dark, dreary feel. But
Yeah.
He has the lighting, he has the cameras up, and the special effects for when the wrestlers come out.
Yeah.
It gives it a unique feeling that's very different. It gives the fans an up close, personal thing that they never forget because
Yeah.
they're right up on these wrestlers. They can feel the sweat, the smacks.
Yeah,
So
it's
a good
not
thing.
the stadium feel of what you would see on TV. This is
Right. Yeah, yeah.
somebody's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know, the fans are 5 feet from the ring. So.
Yeah, but like for the size, it is like the perfect setup. You have the walkway coming down, you have the
Yes.
backstage area in the back. It's a perfect like production.
Yes.
for that kind of thing.
All right. So what are you going to do with this title?
Well, yeah, like I mentioned at our last show, Team MVP had to battle the Black Sheep, and I was not originally planning on competing, but the Master of Mayhem came up with some crazy rule, looked like he wrote it in his kitchen or something, that all members of Team MVP had to compete, or we would have to forfeit the titles. So I had to wrestle one of our guys, and was fortunate enough to be able to win that match, which made me the MVP Masters champion. But being the commissioner, it's not really fair for what we do.
Uh huh.
So one of the members of Team MVP, Brother Lion, who has exemplified a lot of things that Rick teaches his kids. The honor, the respect, the hard work. At our next show on June 7th in Charleroi, I'm going to be handing this to him and making him the MVP Masters champion.
That's
Whoa. Rick, what's up, brother?
what's going on. Black Sheep in the
What's up,
house.
How you doing? Okay.
Fancy,
First off, let me start off by saying you forgot about the useless reality, explicit truth about
we still
and,
got that one.
cheaters.
I didn't
Cheaters.
forget about it, but
Cheaters.
okay.
Cheaters, and you did cheat. You wanted DA to wrestle.
Cheating
DA
involved.
Morris,
He could've
Black
wrestled
Sheep.
twice.
Remember, a man with cerebral palsy. You wanted him to wrestle twice.
Yeah.
Come on,
He
take a
held
seat
2
right there.
titles. I don't really know what we were supposed
What's
to
your
do
name?
with that.
Jake.
Jake,
Jake,
hey, pleasure to meet me. It's a pleasure to meet me, Jake. all right?
I feel honored.
You know what, Jim? Why are you talking to this loser?
This is the man you
It's
should be
Jake.
talking to.
It's
right
Jake.
here.
It's Jake.
Yeah.
Whatever. Why are you talking to this loser? Because obviously, I've shared the ring with greats. I've been in a ring with Tito Santana. I've been in a ring with Honky Tonk Man. I beat the daylights out of Shane Douglas. I took Shane Douglas to his limit, not once, but twice. Sanjay Dutt slapped the daylights out of him like I should have did to you on the 17th. I should have slapped your teeth out of your mouth.
Well, but you didn't.
Yeah, you cheated. I don't know how yet.
Okay,
I
I
know what it
cheated,
was.
but you
First
don't
off,
know
we had
how.
An MVP referee, an MVP sanctioned referee. The Black Sheep have the titles. We have our own referees for a reason because they actually know the rules. Speaking
We know
of
how to count.
speaking of the rules, yeah. What did he tell you there, Dave? He was gonna do what with the title? Had some plans. I heard you.
Yeah.
You got some plans?
Yes. Brother Lion is going to get the title.
No. Have you even read the rule book? Have
Yes,
you
I've
even
read the rule book.
Have you read all of the MVP rule book?
I've read the important parts of the MVP rule book.
Some commissioner.
parts.
Some commissioner.
Steve, first off, don't interview this guy. This is the guy you should be talking to. That belt should be around my waist. You see, first off, I was defending a great man in D.A. Morris. An honorable, respectable, multi-champion.
Not anymore.
Belt taker.
Yeah, he was the belt. He's the king, baby. All right, I was defending this man. Don't listen to what the internet says, because the internet's full of a bunch of shit talkers. All right. Now, first off, second off, and third off. All right, we're gonna talk about all 3 of these things right now, there, Jim. That belt belongs with the Black Sheep Society, where this one is, because you don't deserve that, and you want to give it away. You know what? I'm not. Since you know the rule book so well, I'm just gonna go ahead and let you find out on the 7th. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, on the 7th is when you're gonna find out. You know what? As a matter of fact, how about we just go ahead
Whoa,
and settle this right now?
whoa,
No, hey, I'll smack the shit out of you right here.
No,
You think
no,
I
save
care?
for the ring.
You think I care? You think
got
I care
the title.
about what? You think I care about a podcast? You think I care about ratings? You know what I care about? I care about that gold being where it belongs, around my damn waist. All right? You and the rest of MVP better watch out. You better watch out. You know why? We're the Black Sheep for a reason. All right?
Okay.
I'm gonna smack this. You know what?
The studio's in
Okay.
chaos.
Make him pay for it.
You know
That's
what?
like him making
You know what? Better
Showtime.
yet,
Showtime.
on the 7th, that's gonna be a preview because on the 12th, everybody, hear me out in their podcast land. Everybody, be here. I'm going to make you pay. June 12th.
Like you did on the
Right down-
17th when I took this from you? Really? Yeah? Okay.
Okay. You know what?
All right.
You know what? As a matter of fact, fine. You know what? I'm over. You know what?
Be the bigger man.
Oh,
Wait, bigger man's gonna put it through the table. Right here, baby. Matter of fact, you know what? Table sounds nice, doesn't it? Oh, wait, you forgot June 7th. June 7th. Guess what? Commissioner, you and me
Commish.
in a chairs match. That stall getting cracked.
Okay.
Bring him the dome piece.
I'll be there. Make sure you and your Black Sheep were there.
Next time you want to interview somebody, J. Ru, the artist. J-R-U.
Don't worry, commish. Don't worry, commish. Got this.
Instagram,
The belt is here. The belt is here.
Anything.
That's where it
This guy
belongs. The belt's
here.
here.
Oh, you gonna bring security out here?
MVP.
You bring security out here.
MVP.
You want security? You
Okay.
You know what? Why don't you get your ass out of my way too? You know, you get out of my way too. You want it? You want it? I'm
What is
waiting. I'm waiting.
what is going on in this studio?
You know what?
Can't take black sheep nowhere.
And that's why they're called the Black Sheep. I apologize profusely
No, you're
for
fine.
the behavior of my
That was
employees.
intense.
Oh yes.
Shout out Sage and Soul Decor Rental for the lovely backdrops. Thanks, ladies. Give a shout out to the wife.
By the way, it does look wonderful in here.
Thank you.
Yes.
So, what is your plan to take that guy out?
Well-
What's your mentality?
I will be spending some time at the MVP Training Academy, just trying to hone my skills. Obviously, Jay Rue is a very talented wrestler. You know, he has held the belt many times before, so I don't take it lightly, but I also don't really back down from a fight.
Yeah.
So we'll just get together and we'll have to see what happens.
How legitimate are these cheating allegations? They seem pretty strong in the cheating allegations as soon as they walked in.
Well, they would know. That's their whole MO, is to cheat in every single match. So
yeah.
there was literally nothing in our match that was nefarious.
Yeah.
I beat him fair and square, which is probably why he's a little upset, because I'm the commissioner and I really
Yeah.
shouldn't have been able to beat him fair and square.
Right.
But I did.
So is this match happening at the event? You said the 4th. So you have an event coming
Yeah,
up. That
we
you
have
guys-
an event in Charleroi, Pennsylvania at City Reach
Okay,
Church
okay.
on June 7th.
Okay. 7th. Okay.
And then on June 12th, we will be down here
Right, right.
downstairs
Okay.
to help support. Rick.
Okay. So that'll be the aftermath of.
That'll be, yeah,
Yes,
we'll have
that's
already
it.
had our chairs match on the 7th. It probably won't go anybody's way that they like, so we'll probably have to do something on the 12th again.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the Black Sheep will want to, whoever has the belts will want to come back and
Yeah.
try to get them back. So,
So it was 2 summers ago. We actually used the practice ring that Rick uses for an event. I played guitar on it, and I did one of those back bumps to see like what kind. Like I always thought like a wrestling mat or the wrestling rings as like almost like a trampoline, but they don't have as much near as much skip.
no, they do not.
So like other than like the say like the major injuries, like broken collarbones and stuff, like what is like some normal wear and tear that you get from doing this?
Obviously, a lot of bumps and bruises, a lot
Yeah.
of sore muscles.
Probably some rug burns.
Yeah,
and-
you can get some scrapes. I think I still have a little bruise here from the
Okay, yeah,
ropes.
yeah.
The ropes can bruise you up a little bit if you
Yeah.
hit those. Mainly that's it. That's the big part of our training academy, is to teach people how to
Yeah.
be in the ring without suffering the major injuries.
Yeah. And is that something you work on with? How do you train with like your other wrestlers? Is it all completely separate, or do you have like your teams and like your friends like within the league that you will train with each other?
Yeah, there's usually groups that we
Okay.
have different stages of training. Obviously, you have
Yeah.
your beginning stages and then your more advanced stages that
Gotcha.
have learned things. So they tend to train together because they're in the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, if you were teaching somebody how to drive, you wouldn't have somebody that drives a race car
Right,
with
right,
a 16-year-old driving.
Yeah,
Similar.
yeah. I don't know, that Beep Beep driving school in St. Clairsville had a Mustang. They used to teach the kids on
I
this
remember
passenger
that.
seat had that brake pedal. That was funny. And let's see. So this match that you're going to have for this title, that it'll be a tag team. It'll be a group one, or is it just going to be you?
No, it'll just be Jay Rue
okay.
on the 7th.
Okay, I gotcha. And that's for that title.
That's for the MVP Masters Championship.
And then say if you win, you go on. Does that kind of shut Black Sheep up for the remainder?
No.
No.
Nothing shuts the Black Sheep up. It's just kind of an ongoing thing, but it's more whoever has the belts, obviously, I don't want to say has the power, but there's more prestige.
Yeah.
So when the Black Sheep has the belts, their group gets more prestige, more time. So we want to kind of limit that. As you can see, it's a little hard to control them sometimes.
Right. How often do you have title matches? How long do you give it?
Every show.
Oh, every show.
Show the belts are defended.
Okay.
As long as obviously this isn't WWE, so a lot of these people have day jobs. You know, if
Right,
somebody
right.
couldn't make it for a work situation or something. But
yeah, and for kids that have their their own sports schedule, school schedules, to be able to show up and see a title match every single time.
right,
and
that's
have that
we
attitude,
want that. That's
yeah.
part of holding a title. It's part of the responsibility is defending it.
Yeah.
Being the face of MVP.
Yeah.
Because that's who people want to come see is the title.
Sorry, guys, you know what? I forgot my wallet. Shut up! Listen here also, Dan. If
It's
you're
Jake.
not there on the 12th, I'm
It's
going to come
down.
up here, I'm going to take that microphone, shove it up your butt, and put your head up his. All right? Fine.
That's
All right,
a double
I didn't leave my
stuff.
keys in here. Did I leave my keys in here? No. I'm going to find my keys, and you know what? Like I said, Dave, if you're not there, I'm gonna
I'll be
slap
there,
the
right
shit out of you.
downstairs.
I'm gonna slap you so hard that every one of the listeners. You know what? I'll go slap your listeners too. Be there.
Yeah,
Get out of my way, Jordan. What did I say? Right? You want to knock it down?
See what I mean about controlling
Oh
them,
my,
so
yeah.
we don't want to give them any more platform than they already have.
Now, he says he's on Twitch and he does live. What's he do on the live streams? He play games or
Yeah, a lot of
Okay.
different video games.
Oh, nice.
He's done some workout videos, some exercise videos
nice.
and stuff. Obviously, like I said, I mean, he's a wrestler. He's
Yeah.
he's in good shape. I think is that how you guys met? Or because I know initially it was about helping the kids work out and
Yeah.
things. So that's where
Yeah.
him and Rick kind of connected.
We connected through the internet last year. I was reaching out for some entertainment for the Summer Bash.
Okay.
And Jay Rue messaged me and set up a plan that I couldn't turn down. It was an awesome plan. He was going to bring MVP Wrestling down from Pittsburgh and set up and do a fundraiser for the community leading up to the Summer Bash, and then
Nice.
having one main wrestling match on the Summer Bash to wrap it up. And it's kind of like this year's thing that we're doing. We got a couple different promotions, and then the big main event at the Summer Bash for the community.
That's going to be awesome.
Yes.
And to think it's going to be that style of that Fireman's Festival that I kind of miss, like seeing in Bel Air. Just
Yes.
around the park, around the gazebo, and all those vendors. It's going to be a blast.
And obviously, this was before Jay Rue joined the Black Sheep and was much more easy to work with that he connected with Rick. So.
Okay, I see. We'll have to do like a stream with him with a kid for like the sponsors.
Yes,
That'd be a really
that'll
good
be
one.
awesome.
It's really good because so many kids they're so good at Fortnite and stuff to be able to sit down in there and
Oh,
take
yeah, that would be
donations.
cool.
And yeah, we'll work on that definitely. Then you said Matt Cooper's down to do
Yes,
some
Matthew
spinning
Cooper
some songs.
is
Yes,
down to spin some songs with some kids, see what they can come up with creative wise.
that's
Why we
nice.
do
And
that. That's
and
real
it's
exciting.
It's nice because like at the very low stages of like say rap production, you can get away with like dragging loops and kind of like
That's so
you
cool.
you don't have to be proficient in an instrument or like a beat pad. You can kind of like do pre-made loops.
Yeah.
Kind of like speed them up, slow them down to what you want to do.
This would be great because it'd be like picking a kid for an opportunity of a lifetime.
Oh, yeah.
Game with Jay Rue or do a music song with Matthew Cooper.
Yeah.
So that would be an
Yeah,
awesome.
we'll definitely get
experience.
into that. That'll be fun. You said the heavy metal pirates,
Yes.
or
Yes.
how many are in that group?
There's two.
Two. Okay.
Captain Curly John and Brutal Ben Metal.
Brutal Ben Metal, Captain
Yes.
Curly John,
Yes. And they're the heavy metal pirates.
heavy metal pirates. Have they held a title yet? Or they?
Yes, they
Okay.
are our current tag team champions.
Okay.
Come in, boys.
Oh, we have the pirates.
We got.
Yeah,
the
we have the
Pirates.
pirates here.
Come in, boys.
If J. Rue hasn't run them off,
Aye, aye.
they should still be outside.
Yo ho.
Heavy Metal Pirates.
There they are.
The Pirates, baby.
It is the heavy metal pirates at RIG Studios.
Whoa.
Come on, right here. Oh, thank you,
These
man.
guys are cool. These guys are fan favorites.
Yes.
What's up, guys?
What's
How you doing?
up, Good to see you, champs?
Tag team champions, the heavy metal pirates. Thank you guys for coming in.
Hey, thank you for having us,
And
man.
fan favorites.
It's our pleasure.
So, who will you be at the event? Are you in a match, a title match?
So, what has happened is that, unfortunately, the Black Sheep have a comeback clause. Yeah, Killian wasn't there, so they want to come back at us to try and take the belts again. And we figured, you know what? We're not going to fight that. We're going to do it.
Oh, we're gonna run it. Matter.
On the 12th.
Yeah, now we're talking. I feel like we're
12th.
so confident that we're gonna walk out in the 7th on the champions. Like, we're gonna do an open challenge for the belts on the 12th. here
Open
in Bridgeport.
challenge.
Yes.
An open challenge. It could be Team 3D. It could be the Brothers of Destruction. It could be the Freebirds for all. Any tag team that is listening to this right now can come in on the 12th and come after us for these belts. That's how confident I am for June 12th that we are June 7th that we're getting out.
Right
The
here,
champions.
right here in the port of Bridgeport.
That's right.
Yes.
So guys, what can people expect from your style of wrestling? Like any certain moves, any way that you guys wrestle together? What can they expect?
My man here, he's the most brutal guy that I know. That's why we call him Brutal Ben Metal. I bring the strength. I bring the surprise. Because no one can surprise like Captain Curly Johns. The party doesn't start till I walk in.
And you can't have a party without some thrashing, some moshing. You can't have none of that party without that, man. So I bring the mosh, baby.
All right, so
That's what I'm talking
That's
about.
right, baby.
the Heavy Metal Pirates are starting a Spotify Pandora playlist to get them pumped to go. What artists you putting in for that algorithm to start?
Ailstorm.
Hailstorm, easy.
Hailstorm,
Easy
top
pick.
tier.
Okay.
Top of the line. baby.
There's a reason that they are the ones that are
It's our theme song.
Theme song.
Like,
Theme
how
song.
can you not go wrong? You can't go wrong with Hailstorm,
You
man.
can't.
You can't go wrong with Hailstorm.
Nice. Any old school thrash?
Oh, man, dude. Oh, let's see here, man. I like everything from, like, Exhumer to, like, I'm a big early Metallica Kill 'Em All fan,
Yeah,
of course. You know. Creator. Love Creator. Oh, man. I can go on, honestly.
I wasn't sure if like the heavy metal was like the musical theme, and then you mentioned thrash, and I was like, okay, there we go. Nice.
So I'm a big Bolt Thrower fan.
Okay.
You know, bands like Cannibal Corpse, of course, you know, King Diamond.
Oh, nice.
I go all over the place with metal. I love metal. I love metal so much that I have made myself metal. I am the metal now.
So they said you're a fan favorite among the kids. What kind of message you want to send out to your fans that are
What
going
kind of
about to
message
see you?
do the Heavy Metal Pirates want to send out to the fans? Keep trying, okay?
Never stop.
Never stop trying to do what you want to do. Follow that dream.
You take it, you run as far as you can. Don't let the sky be the limit. Don't let this planet be the limit. Run it as far out of the galaxy, out of here, universe. You like it, you make it work and run it. Never stop.
The horizon is just what you can see, but that horizon is always gonna be there. So always strive for more.
That's right.
When you look at the other tag teams in this league, who do you just want to say is easy pickings? Who's a good
of course.
night?
They're more like a bunch of purple chickens, if you ask me, honestly. But anybody that'll like walk out in the middle of a match, be like, "Oh, we're not gonna do this," because they know they can keep the belts and make us have to chase after them. Come on, that's so mean.
It comes with the territory too, because Ram on our last show, he went and got a random person thinking he could beat us with any random person. We showed him.
We showed him all right.
And
Man.
this is why they were the first two picks on Team MVP for us to take on the Black Sheep.
So when did you guys get into wrestling? When did you start with the Pirates?
So I've been a pirate since I've started.
Since you could sail.
Since
you could
I
step
could
on the
sail,
boat.
that's what I've been the party pirate. I started MVP training. What? It was 3 years ago now. I think 3 years
About
ago.
3 years ago, yeah.
And this man over here started 2 years ago.
That's right.
That's how we came to the conclusion of we should be a tag team. You know.
Yeah,
'Cause we went against each other how many times?
Oh, countless times at this point. We kept one-upping each other over
One up
and
after
over
one up.
and over and over
And then
again.
Ironing, sharpening iron.
Then there was a show where I was told that if I wanted to go for tag team gold, I need to find a tag team partner. And who better than this man right here?
Another
Oh,
mosher.
it's my honor, Captain. It's my honor.
You want? Save it for the 12. Fine. You know what? 12. Fine. I'm fine. Let him pay
need the pirates. I need some pirates in here.
Come here! Thanks, son of a
You better watch. Woo! Gone into that
Going down on the 12th.